Imagine a world where the sun had just set on the realms of kings, queens, and revolutionaries. These figures, etched into the annals of history, are often draped in cloaks of grandeur and power. Yet, beneath these cloaks lay personal narratives, untold stories that reflect the complex and often contradictory tapestry of their true selves. Welcome to the secret lives of historical figures, where we unravel the hidden facets of those etched into our collective memory. Consider, if you will, the enigmatic figure of Leonardo da Vinci, often revered for his masterpieces like The Last Supper and the mysterious Mona Lisa. Da Vinci epitomized the Renaissance ideal of a polymath, but beyond his artistic brilliance, he harbored a world of unfulfilled inventions and dreams. The notebooks where he penned his countless sketches reveal inventions far ahead of his time. Flying machines, war contraptions, and even an early conception of the helicopter. Yet most remained unrealized, collecting dust as mere scribbles on paper. What drove this restless genius to ideate so far beyond his era? His thirst for knowledge was unparalleled, driven by a childlike curiosity about the world that never dimmed. This illuminates a man who, while celebrated for his art, viewed science and imagination as equally worthy pursuits. Let us drift now to the windswept shores of Corsica, where Napoleon Bonaparte first drew breath. Known for his military genius and his ambition to conquer, few recall his deep fascination with culture and literature. A voracious reader, he was often seen with a book in hand, even in the throes of battle. Napoleon's personal library was vast and included works of philosophy and science, showcasing a mind as expansive as his imperial aspirations. Interestingly, his long exile on the island of St. Helena was filled with reading and reflections, contributing essays, and engaging in debates with his companions. This self-imposed intellectual retreat hints at a leader who was as intrigued by the enlightenment of the mind as he was by martial victory. Transitioning to the softer glow of the evening candlelight, let us explore the chamber of the illustrious Cleopatra, Pharaoh of Egypt. Much more than the femme fatale depicted by Roman propagandists, Cleopatra was an astute politician who was fluent in multiple languages and profoundly engaged in the affairs of her country. She wasn't merely a woman of allure, but a ruler of intellect and power, immersing herself in the study of mathematics, philosophy, and astronomy. Her strategic alliance, both personal and political, with Julius Caesar and later Mark Antony were as much about securing Egypt's prosperity as about romance, showcasing a ruler inexorably tied to her love for her people. Shifting our gaze to the sprawling plains of the American frontier, the silhouette of Abraham Lincoln comes into view. Known as the Great Emancipator, Lincoln's life beyond the political stage held quiet complexities. He grappled with bouts of melancholy and was a man of deep emotional reflection who found solace in poetry and humor. Often he would attend theatrical performances, losing himself in the lives of characters far removed from his own. This deeply empathetic nature is mirrored in his writings, which were filled with profound moral questions about humanity and justice, considered with the introspection of a philosopher-president. And finally, as the moon hangs silently over the contemplative landscape of India, Mahatma Gandhi stands in quiet meditation. Renowned for nonviolent resistance, he also led a deeply personal spiritual quest. His commitment to simplicity and self-discipline was not just a public persona, but a private vow. He experimented with various lifestyles, from extreme asceticism to broad inclusivity in religious thought, trying to find unison between his inner convictions and public duties. This conscious layering of self-reflection and sacrifice exhibited his belief that a leader must first purify his own life before striving to save others. As we step back from the tales of these historical figures, we leave the shadows of their hidden lives bathed in the fresh light of discovery. These individuals, while riveting characters in the epic saga of human history, were also vulnerable beings with ambitions, quirks, and personal struggles that painted the canvas of their souls. They remind us that within every figure famous for grand narratives lies a reservoir of untold stories, waiting to enrich our understanding of who they truly were. As we peer into this mosaic of hidden lives, it reveals the essence of humanity's timeless complexities, subtle, profound, and captivatingly imperfect.